Mengli Zhang is a geophysicist and research assistant professor at the Colorado School of Mines and also the co-director of the Center for Gravity, Electrical, and Magnetic Studies. Mengli, thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you for having me.
So to start, can you talk about the work that you're doing at the Center for Gravity, Electrical, and Magnetic Studies?
If I can only use one word, I would say geophysics. So for better understanding the application of geophysics, there are four major topics in our research group: mineral exploration, geologic hydrogen exploration, CCS, and the all geophysical efficient method, including data acquisition, processing, and interpretation. We use all different geophysical methods. So for geophysics, it's not just one method. It includes gravity, electro, and magnetic, such as the title of our research group, as well as seismic. And in terms of methodology, I would like to highlight ergodic sampling. It's a new geophysical acquisition we developed in our research group to help accelerate the geophysical data acquisition cycle so that we can move faster for the exploration cycle and the mineral exploration cycle.
So you mentioned the mineral exploration cycle. What is the energy and mineral exploration cycle, and why is it important?
I assume we can define the exploration cycle from the discovery stage to the just before the production. So for the production, we definitely hope it can be as long as possible to produce more fossil fuel or produce more minerals. Before that, it usually takes 5 to 10 years or even longer for the exploration cycle. So the whole exploration cycle includes the data first, data acquisition. So it usually takes years. I can give you an example. So for the Earth MRI, it's a program. Program from USGS to collect the geophysical data for the mineral exploration. It's already taken the more than 5 years, but just less than 5% of the data acquisition covered the US continent. So that gave you a sense of how slowly if you wanted to have the high resolution data. And then the next stage is processing the data for this set. It depends on the computer capability. And then it's the interpretation, which means the geophysicist, geology to work together to tell people from this data where the mineral buried and where the oil and gas buried. So recommended drilling locations. And then the next is drilling and extract mineral or the oil and gas to the wellhead. And then the next stage is production. So that's usually it's the unit is how many years. It's not as quickly as the development or the coding in the computer science. It can take weeks, months.
Yeah, so can you talk about, you mentioned the high resolution data. What kinds of data do you use in your research?
So in my research, we try to apply all the different geophysical data. As I just mentioned, it includes gravity, electrical, magnetic, and seismic. That's all the geophysical data. We also use geology data, like the structure and some well data, the well logging, like the gamma ray velocity, density from the well measuring and the core sampling. So that's some geochemical data get from the lab result of the core samples. So we integrated all this data together. The whole goal is to discover the oil and gas reservoir and the mineral ore deposit.
So I also wanted to ask you about how you use machine learning in your work. Could you talk about how you use machine learning in this work?
Oh, this is a great question. Definitely, machine learning is a good tool to help our research. I think there are two kinds of applications. First, machine learning or AI can accelerate the processing and interpreting the data. So processing such as the inversion workflow. So what the inversion means, we know after we collecting the data and we invert to image the subsurface. It's similar like the MRI exam to human body, and you want to check what's the structure inside the human body. So our work is to examine the structure under the earth. So the geophysical data from the inversion workflow can help. But it's usually computational cost, and AI can really help accelerate this processing. The other is I think AI can help prepare the time-consuming work of converting the traditional documents into the constructive data set. So not just to convert the documents into the digital format, but also makes the data set constructive. So the geology documents has long history in different countries and with different language. So it's a barrier for the current geologist and geophysicist to understand the geology written in different language and with some just a paper copy of the documents there. So one of successful critical mineral company with AI, they call the Cobalt. They are really a unicorn for in the mineral exploration society using AI, and with the discovery because of AI in Africa and in Canada to discover some critical mineral or deposit there. So that's a great example.
Hmm. So what does the future of this research look like?
So for geophysicists, definitely the goal is to image subsurface. I believe all energy comes from subsurface. Geophysics is almost the only non-invasive tool to explore the subsurface. You may think that solar energy come from the sun, how it's related to subsurface, but just think the solar panel and their wind turbine, it all needs metals, but where you got the metals? So it's from the critical mineral and from the subsurface. Definitely like oil and gas and geothermal, and currently like the geologic hydrogen, it's all from subsurface. So all this energy can be derived from subsurface, and geophysics is a great tool to explore subsurface.
Awesome. Well, Mengli, thank you so much for taking the time and sharing your research and insights with us. And I hope we can continue the conversation down the road.
Thank you.